How's it going, everybody? This is Just the Comics, and today I'm going to be talking about four things about what I didn't like that happened in 2014 comics wise. Now, most of these are actually, all of these are actually Marvel because I'm mainly a Marvel guy. But the first thing we're going to talk about is Superior Spider-Man. Now, I'm the main things I like when it comes to like almost anything, anime, comics, whatever it is. I like things that are different. I don't like the things that always stick to the script, like, oh, this is how it's supposed to go. And so when Superior Spider-Man happened and Spider-Man died and Doc Ock took over, I thought, wow, like this could go in so many different directions. And when I read the whole thing, I thought it was just awesome. I liked how Doc Ock was, trying to go out with all these girls. And, Spider-Man, he's always so constricted all the time. It's kind of cool to see Peter Parker unchained. I didn't like the end of the book though, where he started to get a little too evil. Like he started experimenting on supervillains and stuff like that. I mean, I would have wished it if he had kind of just tried to be like a dark type of hero, like a douchebag dark hero, and just stayed that way. Instead, little by little, he started getting crazier and crazier. But I loved how he had his own minions. I thought that was awesome. There's a lot of things that he did that Spider-Man didn't do, like he'd use the police more on his side instead of trying to do everything by himself. I like how he was able to take out some villains. I forgot the guy's name, but Doc Ock took out one of the guys, and all the cops and everybody was like, "Yeah, yeah, like we're on his side." And you know what? I mean, most of these villains they need to get taken out because there is no fixing these people. Um, but I didn't like how Peter Parker's back already. I know there was a lot of people that wanted him back. Personally, I would have liked to see Superior Spider-Man for a couple more years, or even maybe bring Peter Parker back, but he helps Doc Ock on like they help each other. Like maybe they're able to switch personalities or something, kind of like maybe a Ling and Green from Full Metal Alchemist type of thing, where they're able to switch in and out. I mean, that would have been really cool, and they can still do that. All Peter Parker has to do is turn into Doc Ock's memories, and then boom, Doc Ock is back, because that's how Peter came back the second time. So I'd really love to see Doc Ock come back. The only thing I didn't like, which is why it's on this list, is because I didn't like how Peter Parker. It just felt like he came back so soon. It was like we got this cool thing that happened, and then so quickly he's already back. So it's a little too early for me, which is why I don't like it. Uh, the second thing is the Watcher getting killed. Now I'm one of the type of people where like there's scales in Marvel. Like this guy can beat him, this guy can beat him. Like the Watcher getting killed by Nick Fury. Now I know he had like a special gamma radiated bullet or whatever, but that sounds way too ridiculous. Really, this he's able to shoot a cosmic being in the head with this, and that's it. I mean, I know the Watcher let himself get killed, but it just seems like that's all it takes. Really, that's all it takes. I mean, these people can destroy planets. They're able to manipulate time and space, and all you have to do is shoot them with a gamma bullet. It's just ridiculous. Um, Second or third thing would be Wolverine getting killed. Um, the way he got killed was crazy for all you people who uh, didn't know the whole adamantium. I mean, there's only one way I can think they can get him out of there, and that would be um, to get Ultron's technology to, because he's able to manipulate his body since his body's adamantium. He's able to like uh, make it go from like hard to like smooth, and he's able to kind of that's how he makes upgrades. But they'd have to get that technology, and they'd have to get him out. But even then, he's like dead. So then they'd have to turn on his healing factor. But I just didn't like the way he went down. Like if you're gonna kill him, especially his last fight was against some like Blue Lantern wannabe type guy. That was ridiculous. Like it should have been like another like Wolverine. Like oh, this is the perfect Wolverine, whereas you weren't, and this guy is. It's like like your perfect weapon is nothing like Wolverine at all. He has no healing factor, and he's got some weird like light powers. I mean, what the hell does that have to do with the guy who made Wolverine? I mean, you just went a different direction, and yet you're claiming that you're trying to make another Wolverine. It was just ridiculous. But yeah, I didn't like how he died, or at least his final battle. I mean, I guess it's a good way for him to die, but it would have been nice if maybe he had. I mean, Wolverine is on so many teams. He knows so many heroes. It's just ridiculous that he didn't. I know he didn't want help, but you would think more people would have been like, where is he, other than just Kitty Pryde? Like, you think, maybe Captain America would have kept tabs on him whether he liked it or not or something. But yeah, I didn't like that. Like, he had no help at all, pretty much. And then at the end, his final fight was just kind of like the person just made no sense to me. Um, all right, the next one on the list would be, and probably the last one for me. This is the biggest, like for a while there, I just stopped reading Marvel because of this, and it was because of Thor being able to kill the Executioner Celestial. Now, I'm not a huge uh, knowledgeable person when it comes to like the rankings of the Celestials exactly, but I know the Executioner is far above just a typical Celestial. He's up there somewhere, definitely high class. And for Thor to just like, I think Kang found like a scroll. Um, because I did read the comic, but my memory's not so good. But he found like a scroll, and he was able to enchant Thor's axe to be able to kill a Celestial. Now, the only reason this doesn't make sense is because Odin and all of the Skyfathers, they're all united because they're scared against the Celestials coming back and taking everybody out. But Odin, fought the Celestials in the past, which is why he created the Destroyer armor, and he had, I forgot what the sword's called, but he had this very powerful sword, and he has all these power ups, and he tried to fight them, and he couldn't do nothing. Now, if he really wanted to take them out, don't you think he would use this easy, like simple enchantment? It seemed like. I mean, he would have just taken them out if he could. So this whole all we had to do is enchant his thing, and he's able to one shot the Executioner. Complete BS. And with me lately, it's just been the big characters in Marvel just getting completely disrespected. The Watcher gets killed by Nick Fury, which is ridiculous. But Thor being able to one shot the Executioner with just some whatever enchantment, like the only things that should be able to beat people like the Watcher or the Executioner would be like the Infinity Gauntlet, maybe the Cosmic Cube, like somebody like the Beyonder. It would have to be something substantial, and it should not be done. Well, I guess it could be done by a human if they had like the Infinity Gauntlet or Cosmic Cube or something like that. But that is just so ridiculous that a simple magic enchantment, like magic, is it should not be on the same level um, unless it's done by one of those big demons, or even then I don't think demons are on that celestial level type. But yeah, yeah, the biggest thing was Thor being able to kill him. The minute he did that and he actually died, I was just like I'm done. Because the Watcher was one thing, but killing the high class Celestial like that, I mean, they're trying to say that humans can take out Celestials whenever. I mean, the only way they should be able to do is like Ultimate Nullifier, Cosmic Cube, or Infinity Gauntlet. That is it. But yeah, those are my four. I think it was four top disappointing things in 2014. Just want to voice what I thought, and if you guys think the same thing, you can comment below. But until then, I'll see you guys around, and please watch my other videos. Thank you.